Having a quick look at something that's come in for repair before I watch the final of the snooker tonight. It's a Sunday and I've got 45 minutes to an hour. Customer says his Celcus 48 4K TV has died. So I've got it here. All I'm going to do for now, this particular session, is plug it in, see if we have a standby light. He says there's no standby light. I believe him, but I have to check. Don't even know where the standby light is supposed to be on this. But what we'll test first is if the power supply is taking any current. Now that's strange. You can't hear it because, well, you wouldn't hear it anyway, but I still haven't found my lapel microphone thing. It's just totally disappeared. It's very bizarre how it's gone. The TV is making a pulsating noise. It's not a squeak, it's just a slight buzz every second. But it's not going to stand by. It still could be either mainboard or power supply on this. So let's take the back off it and see. Yeah, the buzzing noise goes away after I unplug it. That's a strange one. I've never come across that before. Sounds almost like a transformer trying to transform. Right, well, it's kind of obvious that something has burnt out there. So it's on the 5-volt side, and it's that little transformer there, I would have thought, that's taken the brunt. We'll just check some of the diodes. Be interesting to see what's on the other side of that. I think it's the LED driver, but we'll have a look. Now here's a weird thing. I have never seen on a modern Vestel power board a cap which is blown. I've never seen that before. Those diodes are out, as you heard. So I'm just going to take the board off and inspect it and have a closer look just to see. Yeah, there's a little speck here that's blown its bits. I will just see how that's reading. Not reading very well. So I don't think it's worth repairing this board. And it's a 17 IPS 12. And you can see what it's left behind. Hopefully it's not done anything to the main board. Main board should be fine. But I shall need to go and have a look and see if I have any boards here to get it sorted for the gentleman. So there's possibly going to be a part 2. We'll make this a part 1. Part 2 will be the grand reopening of this television, all being well. There has been a development. Not necessarily a great development, but there's been a development. I've managed to find a board in my box of spares. but I can't be 100% sure it's going to work. This is the faulty one. You can see where it's all burnt up there. And this is the one that I found in my box of plenty. Now the faulty one does have, as it should have, its QR code, its 2-3 label as I call them. This is a 2332 1119. This barcode is either missing or it's just worn off. I don't think it's worn off, I think it's missing. So this one may not be for a 49-inch TV, whereas the faulty one is. But this will give me the standby light and let me switch the TV on and off. Then I can plug the backlights in and see what happens. If all else fails, I can take the cap and the FET off this board and put it on that one. What could possibly go wrong? But let's just see if we get a standby light by putting this one back on first. Okay, we have a problem already with the new board. The wires are... the pins are well out. Well out, man. So, I'm going to stick my glasses on and try and level them up. That didn't take long. So I'm not plugging the backlights in here. I'm just seeing if I get a standby light and if the TV comes on as normal with this board. I haven't got a schematic for this board because I think the FET that's gone on the back is only the FET for the backlights. Therefore, it wouldn't be stopping the original board from coming on, in my opinion. So basically the board could have other issues, but we'll see. Hey, look, if I have to put my hand in my pocket and spend a whole £6 on buying a new board, I mean, I'll cry for a couple of days. Right. So that's in. I've plugged the backlights in, and I said I wasn't going to plug the backlights in, didn't I? I'm glad you reminded me, thank you. Right, let's just see what happens here. Well, I don't know if you saw that, you possibly didn't. But the standby light started to work. So we're on standby now. I'll switch on the TV, and I do believe the TV is coming on. So let's do a torch test and find out. Okay, TV is on standby, as you may be able to see. I'm going to put us in darkness, and I'm going to put that over there and see if we do get a picture. I see nothing. Ah, yes I do. I see that. I'll press a menu button. Yeah, you can see all the icons. I don't know if you're seeing that. I haven't got a monitor. You're seeing all the icons. So let's plug the backlights in and see if this is going to work okay with the backlights. They may flick on and flick off again. That will indicate that the backlight chip is not correct for this set. Who knows? So backlight's in. See if this has saved me a whole whopping £6. Well, it's saved the customer £6, and it means he can have his TV back today rather than waiting 2 or 3 days for the parts. But I'm still not sure. I'm not convinced that the backlights are going to be correct here, but let's see. We're plugged in. TV says it's turning on. And it has. But it's got a very blue tint to it. Is that down to the backlights being blue? I think it must be. Let's have a look at the backlights from the back. Customer never said anything about blue backlights, but hey ho. Well, you don't need to be a miracle worker to realize that the backlights have turned blue, but that's not what it's in here for. It's in here for different reasons. It's in here for a power supply. It's had a power supply. If it wants the backlights done, then that's extra. Well, it is quite blue, but there's a hint of red in there, and I suppose it is watchable. I've just spoken to the customer, and the truth came out. It's not his TV, it's his mum-in-law's. And when the power supply went pop, mum-in-law went out to buy a brand new TV and said she's throwing this one away. But then son-in-law said, oh, don't throw it away, I'll get it fixed up for myself. And he has done, but at the moment he's only got a new power supply in there. It's going to take a whole new set of backlights, and it depends how much he wants to spend on it. But some people, I mean, obviously his mum-in-law must have got used to the picture going bluer and blue, as people do. But if you put this next to a TV with proper backlights in, and no faults, you will notice the difference, obviously. I'm not too sure how well it's coming across on the camera, but I'm sure you've noticed that that is quite blue. I can't watch that. But my job, first of all, is to just get the power supply working, which we have. Luckily, having it in the spares department, so it hasn't cost him a fortune to get it up and running. But whether he wants to spend more on getting the backlight sorted, we'll wait and see.